Video 6. Okay, so video 6. I didn't think there would be this many videos. I thought there was going to be 4. But I want to keep it short and sweet, so if you can't watch them all, you know. Do you like how I started off with straight hair in the first video, and then now I have just like this random curl? So I was trying to prove a point to my dad that I have curly hair, and now it's been bugging me. But I don't want to refilm those videos, so. And then I don't want to straighten it again, and then it'd be like, what's going on with this girl's hair? So I know none of you care about that, but video 6. So trach change finally. So okay, I'm gonna rewind. So since we just talked about like death and like codes and stuff, I kind of want to start this video off talking about how my biggest fear going into clinicals was codes and death, and I felt like I handled that situation pretty well, those codes and whatever. So I felt kind of stupid for being afraid of it. I don't know if it's because I was mentally preparing for it for so long that it wasn't that big of a deal for me when it came to it, but those were my fears. And I didn't even think about like suctioning patients or like doing trach cares. Like that was, like I knew it was a thing, but I didn't know how scary it could be the first time you do it. Not even the first time. The first day of my clinical rounds, I was already like thrown into doing trach care and suctioning, and I was in a subacute, so a lot of people were obtundant. They just weren't there, so like you can't really talk to them. I mean, you can talk to them, they just don't talk back. I mean, I always talk to them, but I think that's just a personal preference if you want to do that or not. Anyway, so these people are like non-responsive, right? And they tell me, go in, do suctioning, right? And they showed me how to do it on a person. And this is closed suctioning, by the way. They had like ballards and stuff, so it was very clean. But what got to me and what scared me so much was actually suctioning these people, because some of them, like, you're basically taking away their oxygen and they can't breathe. You're not taking it away, but like you're choking them, kind of like they can't breathe, so like they get super red, they start coughing, and like some of them like just they shake, they convulse basically, and it's the scariest thing that I dealt with in my clinical rounds. I want to say that right now. Like the whole first day, every time I suctioned, it was terrifying, and like when you hit the carina, they'll like jolt at you. And even though that these people don't really respond when you're talking or whatever, when you're suctioning them, even if they have their eyes closed, they will open their eyes and make eye contact with you because they know you're the one hurting them. And okay, that's not a real thing, but that's how I felt. And I was just like, oh my god, am I like helping these people or hurting them? And I'm like, how bad is this? Because I can't ask them, because obviously they're not gonna tell me. So my whole first day, like, I went home and I was just like, Mom, I don't know if I can do this. I'm like hurting these people, they're convulsing. And yeah, it was just scary, and I was just like, I'm gonna go the next day and hopefully like I can get over this. Thank goodness the next day I got someone who had a trach, who could actually like take off their breathing treatment and like cabinet to talk. This lady, sweetest lady in the world. Oh my goodness. She asked me to suction her, and I did it for her, and she let me know, like, it's okay. Because I asked her, like, I didn't freak out, but, like, I asked her, I'm like, are you okay? Are you good? And she's like, yeah, I just felt like I needed to be suctioned a little bit because I couldn't breathe properly. And, like, she coughed and stuff, so, like, she had, not the convulsing, obviously, but she did have, like, the cough, and she, like, turned a different color. So, like, I could tell, okay, she had a similar experience to these other people. So I asked her, like, hey, like, how does it feel? Out of curiosity, I'm a student, I just want to know. And she's like, it's fine, like, she needs it. So she's like, it's uncomfortable at first, but it helps me, like, breathe. So I'm like, okay, cool. It made me feel better. And I got over it. But, like, that first day, I was terrified. And, like, and they would jump out at you. And it's crazy because no one tells you about suctioning, how, like, it can be like that. And if you look on YouTube, and if you look up, like, tracheal suctioning or, like, nasal suctioning and stuff, you don't see that. You see people doing it on dummies, or, like, they'll do it on people who are, like, who don't have that reaction, and they won't go deep. Like, they won't do a deep suction, or, like they do at the hospitals. I don't know, it's just different. So it was something I did not expect. So going to the trach change finally. So I changed a trach for a lady who, she wasn't really responsive. It was crazy because it was the first time that I was doing something like that, and they had the whole department go to watch me. I had, like, not the whole department, one person wasn't there. So I had 3 respiratory therapists who were just in the room with me while I'm doing this. And, no, 4 of them. 4 respiratory therapists, because I think he's the lead, he came. So 4 respiratory therapists there watching me do this trach change, and then a nurse. And I'm just like, I have a whole audience watching me do this. And I was just like, I can't back out now. So I was just like, okay, I'm ready for this. And I was like, oh my god. I'm like, okay, so just going over it. You just do this, right? You, like, do this twisting motion. Because my preceptor showed me before, like, you don't just hook it in. Like, you twist it in. So I was just like, and I was just like, I got this, but, like, I just want to verify. And he's like, I could tell you were nervous. And I was just like, whatever, I did it anyway. And he's like, yeah, I'm super proud of you. You did it successfully. And it was crazy. The way the lady was, like, coughing, and she ended up vomiting a little bit, which is super scary because, like, I just thought that it was gonna projectile cough and vomit all over me, but it wasn't that bad. Because, like, we were face to face, and I'm just like... So I was kind of scared that I was going to get, like, secretions on me, and I was going to need, like, to shower in boiling hot water and sterilize myself. But it was good. It was, like... It was perfect. It went really smoothly, and I didn't mess it up, so that's good. But yeah, so I encourage you guys, really do whatever you can when you can. Trach changes are not a big deal, but it is when you do your first one and you do it successfully, especially under pressure like that. It's a small accomplishment, but you have to revel in it because those are the little things we have to live for. I mean, all those books that you read just to do a trach change, and you get to finally do it. Be excited about it. Yeah. yeah, I think that's the last video. So those are my clinical experiences. I mean, well, the highlights. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you want me to do any specific video, let me know. I do have a couple in mind, and I hope that I can get some stuff out because it's been, in the back of my head. You guys have been there, but I just have been busy because my clinical rounds were like 24 hours a week, and then I had to work, and then I had a general ed class, and then my actual course for respiratory therapy to check in with, so I had a lot going on. I'm so sorry it took so long to take these videos out, or to put these videos out. Anyway, I hope you guys learned something from them or benefit in some way, because that's why I'm doing this. Yeah, so let me know if you want any particular videos. I'm happy to share experiences with you. So, ta-ta for now. Bye.